Okay, question 15 gives you a graph and it wants to know what is the equation of the trigonometric function graph below. So we first want to recognize where the graph starts. And because it's starting, and when I say starts, I mean at the y-axis. Where is the graph at, and what direction is it going, and how's it moving? So at the y-axis, you'll notice that this is right in the middle of the highest and lowest value. Well, that's an indication that that's a sine and not a cosine, because any sine function is going to start right at the midline, whereas the cosine, that'll start like at the max or the min, depending on if it starts with a positive or negative. So we can rule out the cosine ones because this one definitely starts at the midline. From the two sine functions, we can see which one it is by, we can look at the number with the x. If you look at where this graph goes, it goes up and down. That's half of a period. And then it goes down and back up. And right here at this point, it's going to start over. So it's completed one full cycle. So that period is 2 pi. So to figure out what that b value is, you can take 2 pi and divide by the period. It's always 2 pi divided by the period to get the b value. So since my period is 2 pi, then those two would divide out to give you 1. So the number with the sign, so if it's like y equals, I don't remember what the problem says there. So it says 3 sine. Well, if it says 2x, then that b value is 2. We got a b value of 1, so it should be 3 sine x. And then its midline is -2, so it'd be -2. We can back that up on a graph as well. Make sure that your mode is set to radian. We did y equals 3 sine x -2. Let's take a look at that graph. You can have your calculator steps set. Like I think the default step is 1, but you can set the step to maybe do like pi divided by 2, like you see in the graph here. So if you look at the graph here, it's kind of by pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. So we can look at 2 pi, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. And you can see it kind of models that same graph that we had going on there. So that's how I know it, based off the graph, it's going to be that answer too.